back to my YouTube channel. It's Blessing here, your fave. So today is going to be the first official video of how to apply to college and how to start. So disclaimer, just because I don't got time for anybody talking, yes, I have on the same shirt, same background as my Get to Know Me video. It's the same day, so mind your business.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You in my business? Yeah, don't do that. Anywho,
Get to the video. So, as I said, today we will be talking about how to start your college application process. Like, where do you begin? Now, me personally, I have applied to 10 colleges. Yes, 10. I hate to say it. 10. Yeah. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So, some of you guys might be at a stage where you're just like, I don't know where I want to go. I don't even know a college name. Or some of you guys are like, oh, I've applied. Maybe I want to add more. Maybe I don't. Maybe the school I applied to, I really don't like it. So today is just going to be like a starter for like people who have not really figured out a school or people who just want to add. And this is just really where I started initially. So obviously we're in times of Corona. So I started in summer of 2020. And this is the 4 steps that I took to go ahead and begin my college application process. So number 1 was finding colleges that interest me. So personally, I knew I was going to go to a school that was academically rigorous. So that was just any school that I knew was up there was already going to be on the list. So for me personally, what interests me is dorms, because I don't know about you guys, but I want to know where I'm living, where I'm sleeping, food. So that's where I started. And I went ahead and I just looked at the schools I was looking at. Like, for example, I live in Ohio, so Ohio State. So I went ahead and I looked at the dorms. So if I felt like I can do something with them, because I like to design. I actually went a minor in interior design. So I was like, can I see myself decorating this room to look beastie? Is this room gonna look cute after I'm done with it? And if that was the case, I added that college to my new list. And I was like, okay, I want to go to this college. I know most people's like, girl, I know you did not do that off a dorm. I did. And say what? So, but you don't have to do that. You can go ahead and you can do like a certain club, social groups, academic programs. If you like gardening, find some place that has a good greenhouse system, recycling, anything like that. Find a school that fits you in some type of interest. Any and all schools, city, state, whatever. Do that. So that's step 1. Find schools. Just make a list of schools that fit something that you like, something that you want to be involved in the future. Step 2, do what you're doing right now. Look on YouTube. Find student experiences of the schools that you want to do. So by the time I was finished cutting down my extensive list to about 15, I started looking through videos of students, pros and cons. And let me just say this, YouTube is where it's at, okay? Because of all this stuff going on, YouTube is where you need to go. So do what you're doing right now and go find videos of the schools that you want to go to, and go ahead and watch their videos, pros, cons, ins, outs. See what they like, what they don't like about it, how their schedules are. If you have already found a college with your interests as far as academics, see what a student majoring in what you want to major in, what their life is like. And that's a good way to see maybe what your life is going to be like. But also take into account that everybody's experience is different, and that's just a fact. So always, even if you see people having bad experiences, that might not be yours, but that's just to give you an idea of what it is, what it's not. And contact your school counselor, because they can set you up with meetings with themselves or with other current students. So 2 is look up student experiences, see how they like it, see how they hate it. Number 3 is, once you figure out your schools, I want you to go to your Common App and look through the essay prompts, because the essay prompts are a good idea of how academic rigorous the school may be. For example, I applied to Penn State and they had a plethora of essay prompts, and some of them, when I started looking at them, I was just like, I don't know. And that really gave me an idea of what I could expect academically from a school. And that really gave me an idea of, okay, do I think that even on this application I can answer a prompt well or bad. So really look at the essay prompts and see, like, do I think I could survive out of school that's asking me questions like this already? And that's a good way to let you know, like, if that is a good school for you or not. Personally, if I saw an essay that was a little bit too hard out of the box, or I just felt like it wasn't something I would like to answer, I didn't choose that school. And that just saved me time of answering any further questions about the school in my Common App. So I definitely recommend looking at your essays first to understand if that is a school you really want to apply to. 4 is money. Now I know you guys are like, hold on girl, why is you saying money already? We just trying to get into schools. But I know a lot of you are also like, you applied to 10 schools, how you do that, application fees. And I'm here to help you. I have your back, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys 2 options and we're gonna figure this out together. So option 1, which is an option that I did and I recommend for you to do, is application fee waivers. Now, like I said, I am a child of immigrants and I'm a first gen and I come from a low income family. So when you go to your Common App, there is a place on the financial tab for you to press that you come from a low income family. And they go ahead and they just have like some criteria that can say if you qualify. 9 times out of 10, if you press 1 out of the list, you will get fee waivers for all your schools through Common App. Once you press that button, you continue with your application like normal. And then when your counselors receive their notification to send in paperwork, they will send in the criteria and be like, yes, they qualify for this, and you'll get your fee waivers. Now, if you go to a public school like some of my friends, because I go to a private school and I knew that I had free lunch for obvious reasons, but if you go to like a public school or a school where your food is free and you're not sure, because I know one is free reduced lunch, ask your counselor and your counselor will tell you like, yes, you have free reduced lunch, and that could be a way for you to get a fee waiver for all of your colleges through the Common App specifically. That's step 1. That is the step I chose, and that is how I was able to apply to all my colleges for free. Yes, sis, for free, secured. Anyway, so yes, so that is option number 1. Now option number 2, there's going to be like 2 parts to it, so you can pick which one that better fits you. Part 1 is that right now we are in trying times, and some people may have dealt with financial losses. If you're a person who has dealt with a financial loss, you and your family, what you need to do is contact your admissions counselor through your college. Each college, you have to do this, and let them know that I really want to go to your school, but I cannot pay. And when you do that though, you need to put yourself on display. Like, tell them like, this is me, this is my name, I'm Blessing, and this is my GPA, this is who I am, and I'm telling you right now with these statistics of myself, I will do great things at your school, but I cannot pay and I really want to go there. Can you help me? Something along those lines. Just a greeting, telling them a little bit of who you are, why you want to come, and just letting them know like you're their best choice. Let them know that without you at their school, what are they doing? Say that, and 9 times out of 10 they will help you, and they will just be like, okay, we can give you this help, or they'll tell you steps that you can take in order to get a fee waiver for that school. With that, you need to contact each and every school so that you can get a specific code from each and every school that you go to. Next step is you are not trying to use Corona as an excuse or nothing, or that's just not your issue, or maybe some you might be watching this video in the future and Corona is not as serious as it is now. What you can do is you can go ahead and you can still contact your admissions counselor and tell them the same thing, and just be like, I would like to come to your school, but I don't have enough money. Can I please come to your school for help, and can I please get an application fee waiver? That one is not as like helpful because they're just like, hate to say it, but sorry. But still try, because you never know if this will be your lucky day. So just tell them like, this is who you are, can you please come to our school, you cannot pay. You can try that. And if you just know period that you're not trying to go application fee waiver route or something, what you can do is you can really try to like save. Like, go ahead and if, like, for instance, you have 10 schools, go ahead and be like, for these 5 I'm gonna pay for 5, and the last 5 I'm gonna ask family members. The holidays are coming up, ask family members like, hey, can you give me $10 here, $5 here, and that will add up to something so you can pay for your application fee waivers. Because applying is the best thing that you can do for yourself, because the only thing that will ever happen is no. But don't let no's deter you. I know it's just a little side note and you'll get a yes sooner or later. So apply to all the schools you want to apply to. Don't let the cost of money or anything be like, no, I'm not applying. Second, if anything fails or you really cannot get money, I don't know where you're living, but in Ohio, leaves is falling, snow is falling. You better go ahead and get to shoveling snow, raking leaves, babysitting, making hot chocolate for sale. Just do something to where you can get your money up and you can pay for your applications. I know some of y'all like, that's dumb, I'm gonna pay, probably not gonna get in, but it's still an option, especially for schools that you really want to go to, for sure. Like if you really don't want to go to a school, you just want to do it, then maybe not. But if there's like 3 schools you really want to go to and you can't pay, you gotta do what you gotta do. So those are my 4 steps. Those are the 4 steps to really start the whole process. Start really knowing like, this is where I want to go, these are where I want to apply, and figuring out what it is that you want to do. I really want you guys to really take your time in this process. Like this process takes a little bit of time. I know with school going on now, it could be overwhelming. So really write stuff down. Like I have a notebook and I write down each college, pros, cons, how much the application costs, how much my tuition may cost if I get in. And I just walk through it. It's going to take time. This is a process. But if you go ahead and keep yourself organized and keep a schedule, like every other weekend I'll focus on applying. That will help you really lessen the load. That will help you figure out colleges and make the whole entire process calm and just relaxed. And just do not limit yourself. Whatever you do, make sure that you apply to your schools fully. Make sure that you find schools that fit you. Like some of the schools I go to, I applied were because I really liked one thing about them and I could see myself being there. Yes, I have 2 to 3 like dream schools where it's just like I really want to go there, but the rest of my schools are definitely schools that I could see myself in and that I really would like to be in if I get the chance. So for sure, like you don't have to apply to 10, but I was lucky enough through fee waivers and starting a process where I felt at ease and not overwhelmed. I was like, okay, I can take time to apply to more. So everything should be your own pace. Don't feel like you need to apply to 10 schools. Don't feel like you need to apply to 3. There's so many ways to get help financially, and there's so many ways to help yourself stay motivated. So I hope these 4 tips were very helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.